Hi everyone, welcome back to dzncats for me. We are doing our weekly Tarotscopes. This is for the sign of Capricorn, and this is for the week of February 14th through the 20th of 2022. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up as well as the bell notification so you know whenever I upload a new video. We are using our Light Seers Tarot as well as a bunch of oracle cards to get a nice message for our Capricorn friends for the week ahead. If the message resonates, please claim it. If it does not, perhaps come back in a couple more days and the message may be more clear at that time. I hope that you're all doing well. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Now let's go ahead and get started. Message for our Capricorn friends, please. What do they need to know for the week ahead? February the 14th. Oops, there's a card turned over in there. Through the 20th, 2022. Alright, so that card came out. Everybody else is okay? Yep. Alright. And we have Seven of Swords on the bottom. Alright, so in the current position, we have the Temperance card. In the past influences, we have the Four of Wands, or sorry, the Four of Pentacles. In the possible challenges position, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and in the possible outcomes we have the Two of Wands. So the Temperance card is card number 14, and this is part of the Major Arcana. You're about 3/4 of the way through the Major Arcana with the Temperance card. The Temperance card speaks to blending energies and harmony. It speaks to moderation, restraint, having patience, having a purpose or knowing your purpose. It speaks to meditation. It is a beautiful card of sort of like finding that optimum balance in your life. Moving on to the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card that speaks of someone who is stable. It speaks to your sort of like your savings and your success, your generosity, accepting your worth, being in flow with the universe, feelings of gratitude, and helping others in a time of need. And you can see here in the image that, you know, she's sort of holding on to her bag, which quite tightly, right? She's got it really close to her chest, and so those are all her, you know, that's all of her money, all of her worldly savings that she's holding on to. Next we move to the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune again is part of the Major Arcana. It's card number 10. So you're sort of, you know, at the halfway point through the Major Arcana here. It's changes, it's fate, it's destiny, it's a lucky break, it's cycling up through karmic lessons, it's serendipity, a turning point, if you will. It can also be sort of like the chaos of creation. So, you know, the perpetual motion and things that sort of that happens and sort of that thing that perpetual motion creates, right? Next up we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, you'll notice in the picture that she is staring out the window. There's a globe and sort of like a magazine sort of sitting there that indicates travel, or you know, that she was doing research into traveling, right? Wanting to travel. The Two of Wands is basically like planning your future, right? It's making progress. It's activation. It's possibilities. The choice between your comfort zone and new adventures, which is really interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can be a card of deception. It can be a card of betrayal. A card of sort of like moving silently and quickly in a strategic way. It can be a card of getting away with something. It can also be a card of being grateful for the resources that you have. It can be it can be about taking only what's needed, right? Also, like the universe bearing witness to your true intentions. So, we have the Temperance card, the Four of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the Two of Wands. So, like, overall, this is a positive message, I feel. I'm not entirely sure where this is going, in all honesty, but it looks very positive. But you're clearly on some sort of, you know, you're on some sort of like expedition, or like some sort of search, like you're searching for something, right? That's sort of what I'm getting, but I'm not sure what you're searching for. So let's just move the message, the cards up here, and we will continue to pull from the oracle cards and see if we can, you know, sort of get more information from the message. Interesting. All right, so we've got the angel number of 222. So be on the lookout for those synchronicities if you haven't already seen them. This speaks to alignment, being in the right place at the right time, and the correct path at this moment. That lends itself to the Temperance card, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. You have the month of April, which is the birthstone of Diamond. That speaks to eternity and purity and strength, which lends itself to the Four of Pentacles. Also a little bit towards the Seven of Swords. The month of June, the birthstone is Pearl. That speaks to grace, purity, and intuition. And although the Two of Wands doesn't necessarily lend itself to intuition, I sort of feel like this is what this is, right? That this Two of Wands energy is you sort of dreaming or looking forward. You're strategizing. You're sort of you know, wishing to move forward, like how you know, where am I going to, and you're sort of like mapping that out, if that makes sense. We have the 444 angel number, so again, be on the lookout for that synchronicity. It speaks to protection, listening to your intuition, and releasing your fears and your anxieties. And of course, whenever we, you know, start something new, that could cause some fear, you know, the fear of the unknown, sort of. Let us move on to the Soul's Journey Oracle and see if we can continue to get more information on this message here. For our lovely Capricorn friends, what do they... Oh, thank you. And again, this is like the third time that this card has popped out during the weekly Tarotscope readings. Service. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others. Interesting. All right. Oracle of Melisse is the next step that we're going to use here. And we have opening. New paths are opening in front of you. Take the right direction or make the right decision by asking in prayer to be guided and to see the signs. So I wonder if this is just a case of, you know, not that anything has happened, but perhaps you're, you know, no pun intended, that your wheels are turning and, you know, you're at the point where you're like, okay, what's next for me? Where do I see myself going? Right? Am I on the right path? Those types of questions. And perhaps that's sort of what's causing this, you know, this sort of thinking about our future, right? Interesting. All right, let us continue. Power of Surrender cards we will pull from next. I mean, when I look at these cards, so far what I'm seeing is, you know, you've worked hard. Well, you're working hard here on your unity and your harmony and yourself. Here you've worked hard with sort of like material things, right? And here you're working hard to complete a journey, and here you have landed at a point where you are contemplating, do I have enough to do what I really want to do, right? There's a whole lot of like sort of plotting and scheming and mapping out and strategizing, and not at all in a negative way, throughout all of these cards. So perhaps that's what this is all about, that, you know, you're at a stage where you're just trying to figure out, you know, what is the next step? Where do I see myself going? We had two cards flip over, so we'll take both of those. Surrender to divine timing. It's a beautiful image on that card. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Interesting. Sort of speaks to this message here. We've got surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Beautiful. I love it. from the Moonology deck next. That's too many cards. We've got balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Interesting. That is, you know, all this mapping and plotting and scheming and sort of strategizing. Can sort of cause, you know, a little bit almost increase the sort of anxiety about not knowing the answers. Is sort of what I'm picking up with that. Third eye chakra, signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. Beautiful. Let us pull from the Guardian Angel Oracle our last message for our Capricorn friends for the week of February 14th through the 20th. And we have creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feelings and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow your inner child within you to express all true essence. All is valid. Interesting message. Interesting message. So, you know, all this mapping, plotting, and strategizing, if that's what this is about, you know, where am I going, you know, can I get there, that kind of thing, right? It's telling you to listen to the signs. It's telling you to, you know, balance your spirituality and your practicality, you know, to surrender your belief in scarcity, and to surrender to divine timing, and, you know, that new paths are opening in front of you, and that spirit, you know, by asking in prayer will be there. And then we have this card of creativity, which might seem like it's throwing us off. But I'm going to suggest that you take that approach. Take that approach. Creativity comes in all forms, and so maybe it's a I can't think of it, but I can see it, right? So manifest it. Journal about it, you know. Create the story for yourself, if you will. That's a beautiful message for our Capricorn friends. I do hope that you enjoyed that. I do hope it resonates. Please do leave me a comment and let me know. And until we see each other again, many blessings. Bye for now.